So this is the other Wi-Fi stuff that guy put up. Okay? I checked it out. This ArmorLogix. Armor, ARMORLOGIX, Logix. Okay? And what they do is, this has the ability to go into, hack into everyone who's got a phone, like at a festival. That's their specialty. From my understanding of the reading of how they promote their product, that's what they do. And Ruth Eckerd Hall has a festival here, right? And they have festivals here, music festivals, gigs, whatever. So he's setting up another one. We saw that tube. We saw a little box like that. I wonder if he's not getting enough coverage, or if this relates to, if his actions relate to these concession stands. Concession stand, concession stand, concession stand. There's more down there. That's a concession stand right behind that trash can. That's a concession stand. And then there are about 5 down by the big bathroom stalls. Okay? And I think Ruth Eckerd Hall is trying to cover up the money that they're making on the concession stands, because they're not passing it over to, they're not giving 25% of the profits to the city, and they don't want to, is the thought there. And what they need to do is make sure that the city doesn't have access to how much they're making. Well, everything goes through Wi-Fi, okay? So, and it's not actually true. They're taking cash. They're definitely taking cash at the ticket booth, because the guy told me I couldn't be over there because they had cash and they took cash. Like, really, do you know? This is supposed to be a cashless venue, but it's not. So, but as far as the money that goes through, like Stripe or whatever they're using, to take payments, that's all done through Wi-Fi, right? So that's all internet stuff. So if they're using the city's internet, then the city knows exactly how much they're making and how much their 25% over the 8% profit margin should be. So if Ruth Eckerd Hall is trying to block the city from knowing those numbers, then one would assume the reason why they would want that blocked is because they want to keep the cash and not account for it, or the monies, no matter if it's cash or credit card transaction or something like that. So that guy that I spoke to wouldn't tell me if he's a citizen. He's the guy, that guy is a tech guy who is contracted with Ruth Eckerd Hall to put this into place, and I saw him put this in here, and so I started filming it, and this was a couple of months ago, and he tore out of here like nobody's business. Okay, so apparently he knows he's not supposed to be doing it, and you heard his accent. Doesn't mean he's a foreign citizen. It doesn't mean he's an adversary to the state, but I asked him if he was a citizen. He refused to answer and was rather adversarial. Those are not good signs. It means that it is very likely that he knows exactly what he's doing and that he shouldn't be doing it, right? That's what it looks like. Just saying. This guy here does concession stuff. They've backed off. They were very mean the first day. But day 2 came around. I had asked for some documents from Ruth Eckerd Hall, and they started backing off. I think they're just protective of their jobs and the company they work for. I always give everyone the benefit of the doubt. And at this point, I have no reason to think that they're full in on it. But they might be. I don't know. I know that Ruth Eckerd Hall can't make profit. They're not allowed to. They're a non-profit agency. So when they're claiming they're making profit, all of a sudden they've admitted to guilt. That's just an admission of guilt, which means that they need to lose this contract immediately. They're not here for the people. They're stealing. If they're stealing funds, then that money's not being put back into the community for the people of Clearwater. It's not right. We've got too much corruption going on. It needs to stop. It's ridiculous. Have a great day.